Okay, I am getting really fucking sick and tired of hearing this shit, and it fucking annoys the living crap out of me. Right now, a lot of people are going all shit crazy over the whole Mass Effect 3 and Mass Effect Trilogy set that EA is going to come out at the same time. First of all, I just wanted to say I really don't think the trilogy is going to sell as well as EA thinks it's going to sell. And they are trying to sabotage Mass Effect 3 for the Wii U. That's prevalent right there. And of course, I find the whole thing stupid because there's a lot about this that doesn't make any kind of fucking sense. And I'm not going to say, oh, they should release a trilogy set for the Wii U. If they do that, fine. And if they don't, fine as well. But here's my problem. I don't think the Mass Effect trilogy is going to affect those who've already played the whole Mass Effect trilogy through and through, especially on the PC and the Xbox 360 side. I know a lot of people are like, I can't wait to replay these games again. You know, well, beneficially speaking, this is almost like what was it, Halo Reach, where they had, or another Halo, I think. I forget. There was one Halo that came after Halo 3 that gave you all the downloadable content for Halo 3, which was really, really, really stupid. Uh, Now, here's the thing that most people don't seem to want to understand, especially the Xbox 360 fanboys and the play and the PC fanboys. You see, the Mass Effect trilogy, as it is right now, has this little feature that already kills the game option. I mean, it doesn't hurt people who, you know, being new onto the system, but the people who've already played the game, it's not going to do anything for them because there's a save file feature where you can transfer your save files from part 1, 2, and 3. Well, part 1 and 2 into 3. And, well, you can transfer your save files from part 1 into part 2 and then from part 2 to part 3. But these save files are extremely important. In PlayStation, they got the comic book, uh, part 2 going on to part 2 and then part 3 with the PlayStation 3. And these save file features really aren't going to do much for them. All it's going to do is just allow the first part on there, which you've already made a save file for the first part anyway, so what's the point? That just means that the PlayStation people are going to have to start all over again from part 1, 2, and 3. And they're already going to be doing this with the Wii U, so, I mean, yeah, they're going to have the comic book that will fill up part 1 and part 2, and then, they start playing part 3. And with this same feature, it just really doesn't make any real sense. I mean, because they're going to give it to exclusive to Xbox 360 PC fanboy, or I mean, to Xbox 360 and PC exclusively first before they give it up to the PS3. And since the Wii U is easier to program than the PlayStation 3, that even makes even less sense. I find the whole thing stupid, extremely stupid, and I can't understand why EA is making Bioware do this. It just doesn't make a lick of sense. It doesn't make any kind of information whatsoever. And yeah, they're going to do it over their Wii U launch. And yeah, knowing Bioware, they're just going to release the Wii U trilogy set later on down the fucking road. Probably way after they've released Mass Effect 4 for all the systems. And of course, this is what EA does. It's what they always do. It's kind of probably most self exuberance from EA. It doesn't surprise me though. It really doesn't. I mean, I, I know that they've been thinking about trying to release the entire trilogy on the iOS, which is impossible. And the reason for that is that there's a few people out there who think that mobile gaming or the iOS is going to take over the entire console market, that the Xbox 360, PS3, and the Wii and the Wii U are all going to disappear, and it's all going to just be mobile gaming, and that's it. I'm not kidding. There are a group of people out there who are paid lots of money that actually think this. Even though people like Samuel the Tech Geek pretends that they don't exist. And of course, there's a whole group of people out there who seem to think that EA is the most, Activision is the most evilest company out there, and then EA gets up there and starts putting moves up like this. Well, duh. Of course, EA does this shit. They've always done this kind of shit. And everybody's but why? It's Activision who should be doing this. Well, Activision does some pretty evil fucking shit, and they've been known to kill a couple of franchises. But EA is the one who kills the most of franchises out there. Hell, they just killed Pop Games, so you know what? Bejeweled's dead. Of course, at least Activision doesn't kill their servers immediately after their game stops selling, like EA. Okay, in some cases they do. Or when they got a sequel coming out, and what do? Shut off the servers. Let's get them to buy the new ones. Classic EA. Just classic. And of course, they're ever so famous. Let's make bullshit promises to one group of people and then back off and sell it to another group of people. And no, I'm not just talking about NBA jams or whatever, because they did it to the Xbox 360 people too. As soon as they bought the entire BioWare market, Mass Effect went into the PC. And then Mass Effect 2 was released on the PS3. Go figure. I mean, hell, they've even had times where they've lied to Apple. They've lied about iOS games. They've lied about games that were going to be released on the Mac App Store. They've lied more times than I've ever counted. But yeah, I don't see this trilogy helping anybody. I don't see it helping the Xbox 360 people because they've already got the save game files, and all they're going to do is just have all the DLC on there. And what purpose is that going to serve? I mean, at best, EA will probably just stick a thing on there saying you have to delete your entire game and play it all from scratch, anyways, which will pretty much piss off all the Xbox 360 fanboys and along with the PC. And yes, EA's been known to do crap like that. And they're gonna, and yeah, I mean, the only beneficial thing is that Mass Effect 1 will finally be released on PS3. Whoop de doo. They've already played through Mass Effect 2 and 3. What's the point? And yeah, they've killed their sales for the Mass Effect 3 version on the Wii U, which is pretty obvious because the only people that this trilogy benefits are the new players, and there's not very many new players on the Xbox 360 or the PS3, and most of the new players are going to be probably, I mean, there'll be some, but not as many. But most of them will probably be on the Wii U, so it really doesn't make any sense. And most of the people who've already played through all three games, it's not going to really benefit them because, well, they've already got them. So what's the point of getting a trilogy set when you've already got it? I mean, yeah, there's those people who not really hardcore, but they're just so much of the fanboys that they'll just buy the exclusive set and not really use the damn thing. They just buy it, put it down on a shelf, and just let dust collect on them. They've already played through the game. They already got the DLC. What's the point of buying the fucking extra disc? It doesn't make a lick of sense. And I mean, if you buy the special edition before, you know, maybe that's one thing that comes out with it. But if you buy the game and then you buy the re-release of that same game, congratulations, you've got two discs of the same fucking game now. You're not you're not making any sense. See ya.